Namaskar, I Vishwarupa Rath welcome you all to Uday India Digital. Today I'll analyze China's ration packet diplomacy in Sri Lanka. In recent months, China has ramped up its humanitarian assistance to Sri Lanka, distributing ration packets to vulnerable communities amidst the country's ongoing economic crisis. While China portrays its action as a gesture of goodwill, analysts view it as a strategic move to counter India's influence in the region. Today, we will delve into the motives behind China's humanitarian aid, its potential impact on Sri Lanka, and its implication for India-Sri Lanka relations. China's growing involvement in Sri Lanka is driven by a combination of economic, political, and geopolitical interests. Sri Lanka's strategic location in the Indian Ocean, its vast natural resources, and its growing economic potential make it an attractive partner for China's Belt and Road Initiative (BRI). Additionally, China seeks to expand its influence in the Indian Ocean region, countering India's dominance and securing its own maritime interests. China's humanitarian assistance to Sri Lanka serves as a soft power tool to enhance its image and influence in the country. By providing much-needed relief to Sri Lankans during a time of crisis, China aims to cultivate goodwill and strengthen its ties with the Sri Lankan government and people. This strategy has proven effective in other countries such as Africa, where China has gained significant influence through its humanitarian aid programs. China's ration packet distribution has provided much-needed food assistance to thousands of Sri Lankans facing food insecurity due to the economic crisis. The aid has been welcomed by many Sri Lankans who have expressed gratitude for China's support. However, some analysts have raised concerns that China's humanitarian aid may create a dependency on foreign assistance and hinder Sri Lanka's efforts to achieve self-reliance. China's growing involvement in Sri Lanka has raised concerns in India, which has traditionally been Sri Lanka's closest ally. India views China's growing presence in Sri Lanka as a threat to its own interest in the region. The competition between India and China for influence in Sri Lanka could strain relations between the two countries and further destabilize the region. China's humanitarian and aid program in Sri Lanka is not the only aspect of its growing involvement in the country. China has also invested heavily in Sri Lankan infrastructure projects, including ports, roads, and power plants. These investments are part of China's BRI initiative, which aims to connect China with the rest of the world through a network of infrastructure projects. India and the United States have also been investing in Sri Lanka, but their investment have been smaller than China's. India has focused on investments in renewable energy, education, and healthcare, while the United States has focused on the investments in the infrastructure and trade. China's humanitarian aid program in Sri Lanka is a strategic move to counter India's influence in the region. China hopes to gain goodwill and influence among Sri Lankans while also securing its own economic and geopolitical interests. While the aid has been welcomed by many Sri Lankans, it has also raised concerns about the dependency and the potential impact on India-Sri Lanka relations. The competition between India, China, and the United States for influence in Sri Lanka is likely to intensify in the years to come. This was it for today. For more such videos, stay tuned with Uday India.